Welcome to the Netherlands, and more specific, in Utrecht. Utrecht is the fourth biggest city here in the Netherlands, and we're gonna be spending some time here pet sitting and exploring the city. Spoiler alert, it's gonna rain a lot. As always, we're gonna be trying some of the local food, which, by the way, it's pretty tasty. And we are going to be exploring some of Utrecht's history as it goes back centuries. All right, let's start this video from the beginning and let's get caught in the rain. So what are you waiting for? Hit the like button and let's go. And of course, we've been here 2 days. It was pretty sunny, but we had a lot of work to do, so we stayed inside. And now that we have free time to go out and explore, it's gonna be raining all day and all week, but we'll make the best of it. Just keep in mind, it might look a little more depressing than it actually is in reality, because when a place is cloudy, it doesn't look that nice, but the vibes are very good. Let's go.
Can you go get some fries?
What are your first impressions so far of Utrecht Center?
Cold and rainy, but in good spirits. It's very quaint.
So we have reached the center of Utrecht. It's really, really cute. Our plan is to go get fries because they're supposed to be really, really good in this part of the world.
Worst day to come out, it's literally pouring. I definitely feel like I have a head freeze.
This one is famed to be one of the best, and it happens to be here in Utrecht. We saw them making the fries. They're double fried, so you can see like they have organic potatoes, they cut them right away, and then they fry them, and then they take them out, and when there's another order, they fry them again, so they're double fried. So that's what creates this like crispiness that you see on the outside, but soft on the inside. I mean, that's the best. I got the truffle mayo, so let's see. It tastes super truffly, and I wouldn't be surprised if this place is known to be the best of the best because of the sauces. If you say the ketchup was so good. It's pretty simple how to make the fries. It's not like it's a secret, so I think it's all in the sauces. Come try this, you won't be disappointed.
You can tell that they're double fried, and I love the ketchup. You can tell it's homemade. Everything is organic here. It's so nice.
Finished our fries and we're in the rain.
They were delicious. I didn't want to leave. I just wanted to keep eating, and it's so cold outside.
It's not that cold. It's
I'm
just
cold,
we're
but-
soaked.
yeah.
We were not expecting this much rain at this time. We actually found out that it rains here more than it does in the UK.
It rains a lot.
A lot. So we should have brought a raincoat. We didn't, so it's
But
okay.
on the plus side, from all the rain, they get all these beautiful flowers.
Yeah, that's true.
How would you rate the fries out of 10?
Okay, so I make really, really good fries. They tend to be kind of similar to those. And my fries are still my favorite. I have a secret technique. Maybe I'll share it one day.
Cooking with Maria.
Out of 10, I would rate the fries as 7.
Yeah.
Really good. I mean, I just think mine are a 10.
I could do them a little bit crispier.
Yeah.
I preferred
Yeah.
the ones I had at the restaurant the other day because they were crispier.
See, I think that place is so good because of the sauces. Like the sauces were 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna walk around a little more, see what we can find out about the history, and
See where the city takes us.
Okay, so far from what we've seen, I think I would recommend people to spend more time in a place like Utrecht than Amsterdam.
I agree.
Unless you want to unless there's so many museums you want to go see.
Yeah, and explore like the cultural side of Amsterdam.
This is a lot less hectic, so it's just packed with tourists. I was not expecting this many tourists right now, and it's a pretty big city too.
I agree.
Versus here, it's actually a lot less touristy, so you get more of like a local feeling. It's very cute. You get like especially when you're like in the center, you get a very like...
It's very quaint, and like right by the canals we'll show you in another part when the weather's nicer, hopefully, that it almost feels like something out of like a fairy tale.
Yeah, it does. I was not expecting that. I thought it would be more of like a modern city, but from what you told me, it has been inhabited since the Stone Age. Oh my God, look at all these bikes. Like there's so many, I don't think you can actually capture how many there are all around.
And although this university spread out throughout most of the city, this is like quite a specific part of the university. And it's really interesting. I think they say 40% of the population of the city is under 30. Sounds like quite not much, 40%, but then when you think about all that is under 30.
We're really happy because as you can see, it's sunny.
Our last day we have sun.
And we're gonna attempt to explore the city of Utrecht, the center, one more time. If you're from America, you're probably used to having your recycling bins, your trash bins in your property, and then you just like pull them out once a week and they come and get it. In Europe, you have to take it to like a communal trash bin because you don't have individual ones in most places. This is the communal one here in this part of the square. They're all throughout the city and I'm super impressed. I mean, it's such a genius idea. All the garbage goes below, underneath here. So you just basically come, open it this way, drop your garbage in, and it goes down here. It didn't have any bad smell. It's just not a sore to the eye having garbage all around. European cities with like strikes going on and all that stuff, sometimes they tend to overflow with garbage, at least Greece and Italy, I've seen it there. And it's just not nice, it's smelly, especially in the summertime. Genius idea. Our first stop for the day is a traditional fish dish. Some call it fish and chips. Here they call it kibbeling, and it's actually more like nuggets, smaller fried cod. And so we're about to go in one of the best places in town. Wow, they actually fry it fresh, so it makes sense why it's so good. Like the batter is fresh, they're not frozen.
It looks really crispy, really fresh. I love how it was freshly battered too. That makes a big difference. And I started putting a seasoning on top. I wonder what it was. So I'm gonna dip it in this tartar sauce with, looks like a lot of dill, which makes me happy. See how it is. It's really nice. You can tell the cod is really good quality and fresh. I still can't figure out the seasoning though. There's a flavor. I don't know if it's coming from the tartar sauce or the seasoning. Maybe the batter. And I really like it.
We were also like quite shocked at the size. I guess 500 grams is a lot.
I'm giving you a really crispy one.
Ooh, okay, let's try it. The batter is really good.
I noticed all the fish in there had the skin off, which I really like. And I also noticed there's a lot of families coming in. So it seems like a casual place where people come and their kids just get like a quick lunch or snack.
And they have a lot of family sizes and deals, so I guess that would be like yeah. So we paid $12.50 for this, 500 grams, family size.
With a lot of sauce.
A lot of sauce, yeah. So I think that's pretty good.
That's good, yeah.
For the Netherlands being an expensive European country. The prices we're finding, like, for most part, are like pretty on
Yeah.
par with like other countries.
But not as high as like Denmark.
Yeah, no, it's cheaper
You
than
can
Denmark.
afford to eat out on like a basic budget.
Yeah, in Denmark we would not be able to do this. This would be like 30 euro. All right, so we're gonna get on eating and then we're gonna continue our bicycling adventure onto the center of Utrecht to see some beautiful canals. Oh my god, okay, it's not intense like 10 minutes or so. Just a heads up, a lot of places don't take Visa here. So most of our cards were Visa and then the MasterCard, it wouldn't take it, so we had to go get cash out of an ATM. Anyway, we are almost at our next destination, and as we're parking the bikes, it just like starts pouring really hard out of nowhere. Olivia is soaked right now. I was more of a chicken and I ran inside a shelter.
You ran in immediately. Like the second you felt it, you're like, get out of here.
So now we're waiting for it to just stop because I can already feel my shoes are wet. And what we're going to do is we're going to go have some appelbollen, some appelbollen, which is basically an apple ball. I hear it's really good. The sun just started poking out, and it makes for such a beautiful sight. That's a nice little spot. So we have finally come to the famous place for the apple ball. Oh, the apple is so well cooked. Oh, is this sugary thing like the stuffing? Smells really, really good. Let's see how it is. There's so much flavor in this. The apple is really, really good. I'm not like a super big fan of apple pie, but this is really good. Excellent afternoon snack. It's a little pick-me-up coffee to continue on our tour here in Utrecht and discover more of its history, because this town has a lot of history.
And I also like with the coffee, it comes with this little like traditional looking biscuit, which is nice. So I'm gonna try that too. No biscuit left behind. It's like an almond cinnamon biscuit. Very cinnamony. Oh, I like that.
Oh yeah, that's very nice. That reminds me actually of a cookie we have in Greece.
So the way it is here is it's almost like there's two separate levels to the center of the city. So you have the first level down by the canal where you have like shops, restaurants, cafes, but you also have a lot of homes down there, which is really cool. And then up here, the upper level, it's more like high street shops where most of the people are, but it's a really cute city center. And it, like, if you want to get away from like the crowds of Amsterdam and experience more of like a local city, come to Utrecht and you'll have a really nice experience.
Our walk has brought us under the Dome Tower, and it's actually one of the biggest sightseeing attractions here in Utrecht, as it has a lot of history. When we first saw it, I thought it was a tall building under construction, as it really stands out because it's like the tallest building here in the city, probably, at least in the center. We found out it's actually 700 years old. Currently undergoing some restorations. It's completely scaffolded, so you actually don't see any holes. The entire building is completely sealed off with the net, and that's because they try to reuse every single piece from the tower, no matter how small, before the restoration, which I thought it was pretty cool. So unfortunately, because of the restoration, you can only go up to 70 meters and not 100. I believe the whole tower is 119 meters long, and every 50 years it needs to go under complete restoration due to its location, how tall it is, the weather conditions here in the Netherlands. It is a clock tower, so it has also bells, and the restoration will end in 2024. Utrecht. It sounds so Germanic. However, part of the word stems from the Roman times. Let me share a little more. There's evidence that the city has been inhabited since the Stone Age. However, we have a lot more evidence about the Romans being here around 47 AD, where they built one of the most preserved fortifications to this day in the Netherlands, and which is called Castellum Triactum. Did you catch that? Triactum. The part of Utrecht, Trecht, comes from Triactum, and it comes from that, which kind of symbolizes the passing to the Rhine. As that's why the Roman Empire settled here. And the U part of Utrecht actually comes from the Old Dutch language Ut, which means downriver. So together, Utrecht. I thought that was an interesting fact to share with you. Now let's continue on with exploring the city. So we have walked around quite a bit, and it's just beautiful taking in all the sights. It truly feels like this medieval fairy tale. It's just beautiful. And we read somewhere that it's very similar to Bruges, which is actually a destination we're going to be going to very shortly. So I read that actually Bruges and Utrecht got developed around the same time, but then Bruges continued to grow even more. So from what it seems like, Bruges is a little bigger than Utrecht, which is kind of like, I was picturing it very small,
Yeah,
and this feels a lot bigger than I thought it would be, so it'll be interesting. That'll be 2 videos from now. Now that we're finishing up our walk, we're looking for a flower shop, because one of the biggest exports here in the Netherlands is what?
Flowers.
Flowers and tulips. So we're on the hunt for some tulip bulbs so we can take back and plant at the village, which we have made videos about. We actually biked a little bit outside of the center to find tulips, and it seems like this is more like a
garden center.
So I think we're gonna have a lot of options, and the prices are gonna be local. Turns out the only place you can get tulip bulbs this time of year is actually a souvenir shop. I thought I'd be smart and get local prices. You cannot actually put the tulips in the ground right now because it's too late. You should have already done it. They're starting to bloom like at the end of this month. So we got something else, but we're gonna try to find a souvenir shop and get some tulips.
What a lovely time it's been here in the Netherlands. We actually do not want to leave. It's been so nice, especially getting to spend time at a local place.
And
it's been amazing.
we knew it would be good. We knew we would like it, but it wasn't somewhere we had such these like extravagant expectations of.
I have to talk close to the microphone over here. And being in a more residential area outside of a major city, it actually felt like a utopia.
Yeah.
Kids playing outside,
100%.
like everyone's so happy. What a great attitude the Dutch have. Very nice. Now we're gonna close this video because we're no longer in the Netherlands. Where are we?
In Brussels. Our first time in Belgium, both of us.
Yay! So we're gonna close this video right here because we're gonna start exploring Brussels. So make sure you come back next week and watch that video.
You ready for some chocolate?
Oh, so ready.